Alright, so today I have my fog lights out because I'm going to replace them with these Alpharex bi-LED fog lights. And when I say bi-LED, is that it's a whole fog light replacement, and inside you can switch it from white to yellow. Let me go ahead and show you what's in the box with these Alpharex headlights. Alpharex fog lights. Alright, so if you opt to get the fog light with the fog light bezels, like the entire unit, 2 different boxes. So the first box, these are the included bezels. This is only if your truck does not come with factory fog lights, but if it's like a base model or whatever, you can actually use this bezel and replace the cover that comes on the bumper from the factory. Also, you get a fog light switch that does fit in the factory location, and then of course you get the entire wire harness too as well. You get the actual fog lights here. As you can see, you get one side. This is, I believe, the driver's side, or it could be the passenger side. Same thing. And in here you get some screws to mount the fog light to the factory bumper. A big box for this, not sure why, but let's go ahead and get started. Removing your bumper isn't necessary, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to remove it so I can show you how you can install the bezel around the fog light. I don't have any fender liner and my bumper is cut, so it's easily to remove this bumper and I can access the fog lights from here. Really simple, but I'm just gonna unscrew here, and then I'm just going to remove the grill and the whole bumper just comes right off. I forgot I had 2 bolts underneath the bumper. Also, I'm sweating like a pig. I want to say that it's mid-September and it's still 96 degrees in Houston, and it's a lot hotter in this garage, but bumper's off. So as you can see, the bezel is only held on by maybe just this clip and then that clip, and I believe there's little side ones here, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove those now. Only held on by this clip here, and then this thing just falls right out. This one is the one from Alpharex, and this is my factory bezel. So as you can see, it's pretty much the same. It looks to be a little bit off, so maybe shorter. So let's just see if it fits. So this is the one from Alpharex. This is the factory one. I'm mistaken, it's actually the same size. So as you can see, over here is the factory one still, and it's the same shape, everything. Looks just like OEM, to be honest. So this is a really good option if you don't have any fog lights from the factory. You can just replace whatever's here from the factory and put the Alpharex bezel. Okay, so if you already have fog lights from the factory, you can remove your factory fog lights by unscrewing the 2 screws that are located on the very outside, and it just pops off. But you simply slide these 2 into these slots right here, and then the 2 screws, you can use the same ones that you already have, or you can use the ones provided from Alpharex. I now have both fog lights in, the driver's side and the passenger side, bolted in. But here is the harness. I'm not going to walk through it how to do it because I already have fog lights from the factory, but it seems pretty simple. These 2 ends here plug into the actual fog light. Then you have your relay right here, your fuse, and then the green plug goes into the OEM style switch. And then you have this little red wire I believe this goes into like position light. That's what it says on the instructions. I'm assuming this runs to your fuse box in order to turn the lights on and off when your lights are on. And then you have your positive battery cable and also your negative or your ground. I have the bumper put back on. Everything's assembled. The fog lights are clear lens, so the background is blacked out a little bit, so it does match the Alpha Black headlights. So I assume the fog lights are very similar or the same color, Alpha Black, but kind of just flows all together. Doesn't really stand out. So only thing that's left to do is to wait till it gets darker outside and test these bad boys out. All right, so I was able to find a really dark place to show you guys the actual beam of the fog lights. Really dark out here. All I have is my light right here. Let me show you guys the lights really quick. All right, so here you have just the white on. Like I said, this is just the fog lights, so the white does spread out pretty far, pretty wide. It's not too bad. It does put a pretty good coverage on the actual ground. So as you can see, this is just the white fog lights on. And then let me show you the ones with the yellow. Is you just double tap the fog light switch here. I'll show you. So you just double tap fog lights. All right, so here's yellow. It doesn't project the beam on the ground. It's more focused to be forward and higher. So that does change when you go to yellow. Like I said, it's not as wide, but it is kind of cool that you can change to yellow or white in the same fog light housing by just flipping the switch off to on. And let me show you the cutoff line. All right, so here's a closer look of the beam pattern of the white when you switch to yellow. Like I said, see how it does go higher. White is a little bit lower, and here's yellow. Like I said, you're able to choose white and yellow within the same fog light housing, so that's pretty cool. But other than that, that's pretty much it.